Today I'm going to look at how to play an E-6 chord. So the chord we're looking at today is E-6, and it's very much like the A chord. You've got all them fingers in that one, your second fret of the guitar. But with the E-6 now, we've got that G string ringing open. Play all the strings down, the E-6, from the open E to the open E. And the notes used in the E-6 are open E, the second fret of the A string, which is a B note, the second fret of the D string, which is an E note, we have an open G, we have a second fret of the B note, which is a C sharp, and we have E open. Now this chord you might have difficulty with because your second finger and your third finger, the G note in between needs to ring out nice and clearly. So if your second finger is too low or your third finger is too high and just touching that string, it could mute it or make it buzz. So that's where you might have difficulties with this chord. So basically you've got your E shape, we've changed that to an E minor, and notice I've swapped my fingers around. I've not just lifted that finger off, which you can do, but I've changed to my first finger and my second finger to play the E minor, so then I can place my third finger on the C sharp to create that B-6 sound. I mean, you could do it with leaving your finger there and then adding your fourth finger and playing an E-6 there. Then when you're playing the E-6, try not to let your first finger touch the open E, which will mute that. Don't have your fingers too far away from the frets, don't have them on the frets. Try not to put too much pressure on them fingers because you will hurt the pads of your fingers, and it should just be the tips of your fingers touching the string. And again, for people, remember to arpeggiate the chord. Let each note ring out nice and clearly, because when you're just strumming that chord, you won't hear. Sometimes it can sound good. It can sound good if you just strum at the guitar, you know, and it's actually a lot harder, I think, to play nice and slowly. I think for me it's more difficult to play things nice and slowly, keeping the timing perfect, and it's how you will develop and how you will grow as a musician, and it's far more important than just strumming at it and going at it. And that's an E-6 chord.